So, I got a piece of metal. I got a piece of HDPE, high density polyethylene, which is a plastic that nothing glues to. Could be polycarbonate, I think, and nylon as well. So a bit the fatty plastics. And this is gonna dictate how far the magnets can sit compared to this edge. So it's gonna be sitting here, then I'll dump this over here. Then I should be able to put my first magnet in. Ow! It holds it in place. Oh. These are magnets I salvaged from other projects, so they're not the cleanest looking ones, because, well, they have been used before. Not gonna throw them away. So that's the magnets. So now it's on there, you know? It's stuck to this metal. Now I could just gently tap it. Hi, Puss. So now it's all sitting against this piece of HDPE. All nice and flush. Weird, I changed the screen. You can flip it over, but it's not as handy as I thought it was. So now the thing is, I want to add a piece of glue, or a little dot of glue in each of these corners. I wish I had some sort of pipette, or not a pipette, like a syringe. That would be really nice to do so, but I don't. And I'm not sure what kind of glue. The only thing I got right now is cyanoacrylate, which is usually not the nicest glue. I think it will work. I'm gonna try and move this piece of plastic underneath these holes. It's not wide enough, so that's my mistake. So now if I put glue in here, it might seep through and end up on the steel. Next time I would add a polyethylene piece of tape over the steel, so if it ever dropped down, at least it's just easy to remove. Because it doesn't adhere to HDPE. That's why I'm using it. So I'm not sure if this is gonna work. It might look ugly because it's a bit too thick stuff. A syringe would be nice. Maybe it works. Oops, spoiled some. If anyone knows a method to remove the glue, now it dried up, so it doesn't look any better. Probably the solution is not spill it, but it's easier said than done. Yeah, so this side looks more terrible than I wish it would, but I don't know, it functions, but so this is not the greatest idea to use. It is the cheapest glue I can find with accelerator. It's kind of weird. So this adhesive, cyanoacrylate, you can get in really small bottles for a lot of money, or you buy this stuff with accelerator for the same price, but you get like 20 times as much. This is a thicker consistency though. I want to blow on this, but it's not helping because it's using moisture to cure, so I could like, that would help more than blowing on it. but depending on what you've eaten yesterday, it might not be the nicest method. Well, I'll just wait, and I'm not sure how long it takes. I could use the accelerator, but then again, it turns white. But it is much faster, of course. Do we want to use the accelerator? No, I don't think so. I'll just leave it and drink a cup of coffee and watch some Louis Theroux, because, yeah, well, Louis Theroux, very nice. Finish that episode and then this should be dry. See you in a bit. Well, hopefully it's dry. I think it is. I should be able to kind of get this off, and it is. Now this could be stuck, but not by much. You see, there was some glue on here, but it doesn't adhere to this stuff. Now I used a piece of 1 millimeter, so the magnets are gonna be 1 millimeter away from the foil. That might be too much, depending on, I mean, this is 1 millimeter excursion would be good to go down to like 400 hertz or something. I mean, they're not gonna play to 400 hertz, definitely not. So that's also because of the size, it's probably not possible to make a 1 millimeter excursion without having terrible distortion. So this might be too thick, and it will hurt the output. So that's, you know, for now this will work, and I can see what it does. Now the protective backing is still on here, and it has a reason, and I'll show you. This is a piece of the felt used in the BNG Neos, or at least the stuff we think it might be. This is the thinnest stuff. I might need the thicker stuff, for all I know. I don't know. Downside is, of course, it will limit the X-Max if you use the thicker stuff. I do need to try it once, but I don't think this is not the right time to do so. So I left the backing on since I can use it as a paint or glue mask. We don't want too much glue on here, otherwise it will hurt the kind of damping or transparency properties, as in it will be sealed, which is not good. This is the part where my hand will be in the way probably. So I'll try to do it like this way. I need to countersink these holes, but I might do that after gluing. Best would be doing it before, so you don't get like crap on this stuff. But for now, I'll do it this way. Just gonna dump this in here. That's hard. Ah, it's the wrong side. That's why it is so hard. I'm going to use a nail to put it all the way in the corner. A nail. My nail, that is. Then I should be able to cut it out. Hard to see, but there is a ridge left. This is not the nicest looking method with the glue. Might need to think of another idea, but for now, since I'm gonna use it single-ended first, this is gonna be the back side. I don't care much. I mean, it's gonna hold a piece of foam as well, I think, so you won't even see the magnets. But so I have to countersink these, and I can either enlarge these holes to handle a 4mm M4 screw, or tap them to M4. So I drilled these 3.1 so I can tap them. But I can do that after I applied the foil as well. But I do need to countersink these. That's all it takes. I might do these as well. Why not? Like deburr them a little bit, so makes tapping easier and drilling as well if I need to. There's still some fuzzy bits there. Oh, that removes all the fuzzy bits. Not sure if that was in frame. I didn't pay attention. So it houses quite a lot of magnets. I'm giving a quick rub with some sandpaper. We can attach a foil to this one, and then we should have a single-ended tweeter and see what it does. I mean, there's still, after that, again, gazillion things you can try. Kinda never stops. As a comparison, I'll show you one of the tweeters I made earlier where I started off with. So this size is what I called back a few months back. This is a one that is fucked, and it has this weird pattern which is not working at all. But yeah, it became a little bit smaller. Doesn't even fit the frame. But dispersion of this one should be a bit better. And I decided I am really gonna use it as a tweeter and not try to get as low as possible, as I many times do. But that, you know, it screws up the whole idea. There's just some things that don't work out together. Going low, having a good dispersion in a planar, etc, etc. Many things that don't work together. They're like screwing each other over. So this is what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get the foil on.